Dr.Ashwin Dobariya welcomes you to Programming in C video series. In previous video we have discussed the different type of loops in a theory videos. Now in these practical videos we'll see the different practicals based on looping. So in this video we'll discuss the C program which display the multiplication table of an input number. Friends, I think at your school level you aware about that we generally writing the multiplication table. For example, 5, so 5 multiplied by 1 is equal to 5, 5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 10, 5 multiplied by 3 is equal to 15, like that. So how we can write the C program which can display the multiplication table of given number. So let's first discuss the definition. The C program which display multiplication table of an input number. For example, if our program input number is 5, then what should be the output? So generally the multiplication table is display like this. The input number 5, then multiply by 1 is equal to 5. Then 5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 10. 5 multiplied by 3 is equal to 15. Up to that, 5 multiplied by 10 is equal to 50. Similarly, if anyone inputs like a 50 or a 25, then it will display that particular number multiplication table. So we want to write a general program. So let's first how we can think about the logic of this program. So as per our practice, first we have to think how many inputs we have to give in this program. So as per the definitions, we have to input one number, right? That number multiplication table we want to generate. So that number we have to input. So let's we just consider n. N is a variable in which we will store the input number. And once we input one value like a 5, then after the second step we have to think about the logic, how we can display the multiplication table. And what should be the output? Then if input number is 5, then output should be like this. My 5 multiplied by 1 is equal to 5, 5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 10, like this. So what is the logic for that? So first of all we have to think about the total number of variables we required in this program. So first here we require one input variable, so that is n. Here just for your understanding I have initialized 5, but we will see in the turbo C that number will ask from user, right? And whatever number will be entered by user, the multiplication table will be displayed accordingly. Now analyzing the output, we can think about the logic. Now see friends, we want to display output like this. Then if you analyze this one statement and this column, then first value we have to repeat, and the first value is our input number, it means our n. So and another thing, the multiplication table is generally from 1 to 10. So we can say that this loop will be executed up to starting from 1 to 10. So one variables for input number, and here we are using the loop, then definitely we have to declare one another counter variable which will count the total number of iterations. So I is the counter variable. So I is equal to 1 and I less than or equal to 10, it means this loop will execute up to 10 times and I plus plus. Now very important thing is the next statement, how we can display the output in this formatting manner. So friends, first value we have to display as an input number. So our input number is n. So first we have placed %d for first digit. After that star we want to display constant. That it means we want to display the star as it is. Then we can write star as it is. So whatever we write in between the double quotation, that is considered as a control string. And instead of %d, it will display the appropriate variable value. So in place of first %d, we want to display the input value. So input value is stored into n. So the value of n will be displayed in place of first %d. Then star will be displayed as it is. Now 1, 2, 3 up to 10. So these number we can fetch from the counter variable, because we know that when the loop execute first time, then I is 1. Then it executes second time, then I become 2, then 3, 4, 5. So 1 to 10 number we can get from the counter variable. So in the place of second %d, we will display the value of I. So I variable will be displayed in the second position, so it will display 1 to 10, and is equal to we want to display again as it is, like percentage symbol. So equal to we have mentioned as it is. Then the third value, we can say it's a multiplication value of these two numbers, and this is our input number, this is our counter variable. So we can write the statement like this: n is our input number multiplied by counter variable. So and the output of this statement will be displayed in place of third percentage d. So it looks like this. So this is the overall logic how we can display the multiplication table in a formatting manner. Let's see the same programs in Turbo C so you can understand easily. Now here, as we discussed that, first we have to declare include two header file stdio.h, conio.h. Then in main functions, first here I have not initialized the value because I will take the input from user. So how we can take the input from user? So one printf statement, enter any number, and that number will be stored in a n variable using scanf function. So suppose if user input 5, then it will display the multiplication table of 5. And then for loop, we know that we want to execute this statement 10 times. So starting from I is equal to 1 and I less than 10, I plus plus. Another thing, here we want to use the counter value, that's why we have started the counter 1 and end up to 10. And after that, the formatting string, how we can mention it? So formatting string, first percentage d we want to display the input number, then second percentage d the counter variable, and third is multiplication. Let's we execute this program so you can understand. Suppose if I input 5, then it display the multiplication table of 5. Similarly, we can input, suppose if I input 100, then it display the multiplication table of 100. Then if I input 500, for example, or we can say 50, then it display the multiplication table of 50. Now one thing I want to tell you that, friends, if you want to display the reverse multiplication table, reverse means you want to start from 10, then you assign 10 over here, and 10 to 1. So here we have to change the conditions if I is greater than or equal to up to 1, and here we are moving from higher value to lower value. So instead of increment, here we have to decrement the counter variable. Now if I run this program and if I input 5, then the multiplication table is displayed in the reverse order. Reverse means 10, 9, 8, 7 and 1. So in that way we can write, and I have also given the link of this source code in this video description part, so you can download this source code and run this and do the practice in your laptop and desktop. So I hope, friends, you understood the concept how we can display the multiplication tables and enjoy this video. So friends, please share these videos and like this video, share with your friends so they can also get the benefits. In our next video we will discuss another looping program, that is C program, which display sum of all digits of input number. Suppose your input number is 125, then how you can calculate the sum of all individual digits? So output should be 8. So even in this description part, as I told you that whatever program I have discussed in this video, that link is given in the description part. You can download from that. Even I have also given the link of other C programming theory and video practical videos links, so that you can take as a reference. And to get the updates of upcoming video, please friends subscribe this video, and you also give your suggestions, comments about this. Even if you have any new unique definition and you want to make the videos, please share with me in the comment of this video. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much.